Welcome guys to Your Gaming Techie's VR show, a show where we look at PC VR, PSVR, and mobile VR, so you guys don't have to waste your time and money. And today we're looking at a game called IronLights. This game is on the Oculus Quest, it's on the PC, so you can play this on the Valve Index on Steam, or of course on the Oculus platform on the PC as well. So it's available for all platforms, and it has cross-play built right into it, so no matter what headset you're playing on, you're going to be able to play against all your friends no matter what headset they're using. And this game is a dueling game, so it's a sword dueling game. There's a lot of different classes in the game, and this takes dueling to a very different way. You actually are fighting in slow motion, you're attacking and defending, you have projectiles that you throw against each other, and there's a lot of strategy involved in this game. But does it actually add up to a good game? Let's dig in and find out.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a recce is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so here we are with IronLights. So this is a game I'm really looking forward to because it is a game that we've all kind of been looking for as far as like a nice dueling game where you can actually duel 1v1 or against enemies, and the sword fighting and the sword play actually feels and plays great. And, you know, I've already played a few matches of this, and, you know, things are looking promising. There's some neat features I want to show you on how they actually do it, and how the combat actually works, and how you actually have a duel with someone. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Let's start off with the campaign here, of course. So, we'll start off, and there's 5 different classes here, as you can see. So there's the Knight class, and you can see the giant sword that you get with the Knight class. This is one of the hard ones. You can see the difficulty that it has there. It says a skilled Knight can be an unstoppable force, although the Knight's massive claymore is tricky to handle. It's especially difficult for enemies to block. Who needs finesse when you have it? So, you're supposed to be holding this with 2 hands like this. So, and you swing it kind of like this. So, that is what the Knight looks like. Then you have the Duelist, which is what we're going to be trying here today, the easiest one to show off, and the easiest difficulty to play. It says equipped with a light wrapper and a small buckler. The Duelist may seem like an underdog at first, but don't be fooled. He's full of tricks. So basically, he gets a shield, a small shield on one hand that he can use to block, and then also has a sword in his hand, and this is the fastest sword in the game that you can actually play. And then, of course, there's a monk in here as well. This one's an interesting one as well. This one has like an art staff or something like that, where you can like turn it 360 degrees, block, swing. So it has some interesting movement. So this one's cool as well. And then there's the ninja, also easy to play. He carries 2 katars, and each of them are small and sharp and quick. So you have like a lot of quickness that you can use with these 2 weapons at the same time. A lot of flexibility that you can use. So that's another cool one. And here is one with a bigger shield. So you can see here the benefits of using him. He can move really fast and is a force with his hand. And on defense, obviously, he has a nice big shield. So all of them have their different ways of dueling. But let's go ahead and start with the Duelist to show you guys first. We're not going to confirm with that one. And this is the comprehensive. There's actually a lot to this as far as the campaign in the game. So you can see here that you can enter tournaments. I did the first tournament already. And then you earn credits based on who you play. So you can see that you earn credits for each one. And that is how you get to enter these international tournaments based on how many credits you've earned by beating other people. I did the tutorial already. The gauntlet is these are exhibition matches that are wave-based. You can see there's 3 waves of enemies coming at you, or you can do these right here, which are actual duels, which is what we're going to do here first. So we're going to do this duel here, and that's a 1v1, obviously, as compared to the exhibition matches, which are, you know, a few enemies there at the same time. You can see there's you know, a lot of leagues here to play in that will unlock as you progress. Each one has leaderboard rankings and stuff, and has a bunch of stats here as well for you to see, and your level and stuff, so, and how many points you've earned. So a lot of different matches that you can play, and a lot of different things to do in the campaign mode here. So let's go ahead and dive right in, and let's show you guys exactly how this works. Alright, so this is how it starts off in the duel. Let's get it. I'm ready. What are we playing? Are we playing a knight? With the big sword? No, we're playing actually the same thing. The same class we're using. Alright. So this is going to be an interesting way. I love the way that those fly at you coming in there. So we both got the exact same weapon. So it's going to be a fair and even matchup. Let's go ahead and do it. So as you can see, you can pull yourself forward. And now the only way for you to recharge your weapon or your sword is you have to actually bring it behind you and then slash and try to beat him, because your weapon only recharges when you actually hit. So he's using a projectile right now to try and hit. I'm blocking all those. Now you can block those with your sword or not, but you always have to put them behind you, because you can pull A to go forward like I just did. If you slash once like I just did damage, but I have to bring it behind me because or else it won't do damage. You can't just flail like this, because as soon as you hit or it gets blocked, your sword becomes basically deactivated. One of the other things you could do as this class that he's doing is if you hold the trigger and you pull forward and then back. Oh, he's coming up here. Hold on. So blocking is simple. It's the same thing with the sword. So you have to pull it back. See how my sword disappeared from my hand? So you have to come and you have to block it again. Luckily we have a shield and a sword, but you can see how that leaves openings for your opponent because your sword disappears. So if I hit him once, see he keeps hitting my sword, I have to make sure that I keep going back. So it really becomes this whole like tactical back and forth, and I can do the projectiles on him too that he has to try and block. And like I said, blocking takes away from your energy too. You can see your energy up there on the board. The red is obviously your health, and the blue is your actual energy that's recuperating while you're standing here. So I'm going to come up here and hit him again. So yeah, there's no flailing here because your sword becomes inactive as soon as you do it. And I had no energy, that's why I went back so fast. You could hold the A button together. That will recuperate all my energy as you see, but it does leave me vulnerable for a little bit. And that's why he came up here. And your sword... so he did hit me there for a little bit. He did take some damage away from me, so I have to go up here and do a lot of damage to him. So it just creates an interesting combat because there's no flailing here. Because you just can't do it. See how my sword's disappeared? I'm not hitting him because I have to bring it behind me, and now I can hit it again. So it's always like this this combat that you have to do, and you taking back and forth. So he's powering up as well, and so am I, because we both had no energy up there. Even the shield that you're blocking with, as you keep blocking it, if you don't bring it behind you, the shield gets smaller and smaller as you use it to block. So he's going to come up here and try to hit me. I had him with that. Blocked him with that. Blocked him. So his energy's gone. All right, let's go up there and do our damage. So when you're up here and you're doing damage to your opponent, you obviously can't, you're not hitting them for anything. You're just straight up blocking. So when you're playing your opponent and you're up here and you're doing this back and forth slow motion stuff, he's not actually hitting you in any way. He's just doing the blocks. Just like I'm just blocking right now. I can't hit him for any damage or anything. It's just straight up blocking. So I blocked all of him. So you can see I could do what he's doing, but let's go ahead. Oh, I hit him a nice one there. And headshots, of course, are worth most, so if you can get him in the head, you know, that's obviously going to do the most damage for you. Let's go ahead and power up here because we're losing our... He's doing the same thing. Let's get him on a surprise. And every character class is different. This is his ability, so this whole projectile that I'm throwing is different for every character. That was a nice hit by me. Got him for 558. So this is becoming a real tactical battle. A lot of us are not doing a lot of damage right now. Let's see if we can get him on a headshot. He's blocking me really well here. Oh, I got him there on the last one, though. Oh, he got me there. So you really have to play to your opponent. Oh, he's coming back. Try to get me on the surprise. All right, we took care of him. Let's get some energy back here. See how small my shield just got for not bringing it behind me? So it recuperates over time for blocking all that damage. So you can't just use your shield infinitely either. That was a nice hit. We got a couple of nice hits on him there. Damn it. Damn it. We're both down to half our health here. It's getting down to the wire like I figured. Ooh, I got him in the head finally. 869. I was waiting for that the whole time. That was a very good hit. See if we can finish him off. Do a couple of those on him. Remember, all this stuff is using your energy bar, so my blue's recovering a little bit. He has his full health right now, and he's coming back. Let's recuperate some of our energy. Now we got more energy. Oh, wait, he's coming back. He got me. Uh-oh. We're down to our final health here. We need to get a good hit on him. We didn't get anything on him. That is not good. Gotta watch out for those projectiles. He has a lot of energy. And I'm on my last breath here. Ah, he got here before me. Alright, we got him for some damage here. Ooh. We're all close down to the wire. Oh! He almost got me with that last one. Oh, he just did. Oh, man. We both got no energy. Thank God for that. Could build up our energy here. Now he's got all his energy and I got nothing. Watch out for those projectiles he's throwing. One of those hits can kill me. Oh boy. I got no health, and he's got full energy. I think this one's in the bag, guys. I'm not going to be able to pull this one out for you. He got me. He got me. But that gives you an idea on what the duel is like. Very tactical. We both played as the exact same class, and you can kind of get an idea of what the game is actually like when you're actually playing in here. And you know, there's a lot of strategy to the game, especially when you're playing. Obviously, the game has online, where you can play against other people here, multiplayer online. Really, really cool game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. As you can tell, I have a lot more learning to do with the game because, like I said, there's a lot of strategy involved with this game, a lot of things to sink your teeth in, but it's still really easy to play and really fun to play. But we'll talk about it more at the table of what I think about this overall. So let's go ahead and get to the table now, and I'll tell you what I think about it. Let's go ahead and do it.
All right, guys, so that was IronLights VR that I just showed you guys. A little bit of dueling action, and as you can tell, I'm still pretty bad at this game. But that does not mean the game is bad. That just means I'm bad, and that means that this game has a lot of strategy involved, and that's exactly what I like about this game. It's about figuring out your opponents, figuring out either the AI or the online multiplayer, and of course, the online multiplayer is cross-compatible with all the headsets. So if you're playing on Steam, if you're playing on the Oculus headset, if you're playing on the Quest, all of those are cross-platform, so you'll be able to play against all those people. So that's good. So the player base is even bigger, and I'm just having a really, really good time with this one. The different classes that are in here obviously play very different from each other. Their strategies are very different from each other. The one that I had obviously has that one sword with the small shield, so it gives it some. You can actually block with it and stuff. He's a really fast moving sword. It doesn't go slow. But if you play as the knight, he has the giant sword that you can either hold with two hands or one, and it moves slower, so you're not going to be able to swing it as fast. But on the contrary to that, it has two sides to that sword. So instead of you having to bring it behind you to recharge the weapon and slash it again, the knight gets to slash it twice because they have to break the left side and the right side. So if they break the left side, you can still swipe with the right side and basically get two hits before you have to bring it behind you and charge it again. So, and then of course the ninja has those two swords and stuff that are really quick, and it's hard to block those because you can basically go at two different points at the exact same time. So you can have you can be going to the left side of his body and then to the right side of his body, and unless if he has two weapons in his hand, a shield and a sword, or a sword that he holds in perfect position, it's going to be really hard to block those at the same time. But of course, on the contrary, he has no sword, or he has no shield to block you. So when you go up there with the giant sword and stuff, it's going to be hard for him to block you as well because he only has these two small swords in his hand with no shield to actually block with. So there's a lot of different variations between the classes and stuff, and there is some customizability where you can customize their look and stuff and their colors that they're wearing with the armor and stuff, which is cool. The campaign that you're going through, obviously it's very samey. Like, you're obviously just dueling, whether it be multiple enemies or just one. You're going through these tournaments, going through these duels to basically beat them, and then use that to get to from bronze to silver and get to the gold. And basically, as you level up and go through those cups, the AI just does more damage to you. They don't become necessarily harder from what I've seen. They just do more damage when they actually hit you. So I mean, there's a lot of duelists that you'll be able to play and stuff with the campaign and stuff. But online multiplayer is definitely where this game's going to be at. Seeing the different strategies that people come up with, I'm excited for the community to open up when this game releases. When it releases today, when you see this video, didn't release for me when I was playing this pre-release, of course. But now that this game is actually out for everyone to play, it's going to be interesting to see what strategies people develop, who they actually gear towards. I feel like the ninja is going to be a popular one because you can kind of like one of the ones that you can actually just hit and have those two swords and stuff. So that's going to be an interesting one that I think people are going to gravitate towards first. So it's going to be really interesting, and I'm really liking the game. Like I said, the graphic style is good. I really like the way the graphics look. I like the stadium, especially at nighttime with the lights and stuff. That was a really cool effect. I like that. And what's good about this game is I played it on the Quest and on the PC with the Valve Index, and it actually doesn't look that much better on the Valve Index. Like, this is one of those games that like really performs and looks almost just as good across the board. Of course, on the Valve Index, you're getting the higher refresh rate and stuff, and it looks a tiny bit better. But basically, it's the same experience on both, and the graphic style and the graphic art is basically the same on both. You're not really missing anything as far as getting it on the Index versus the Quest. You're just getting to lose those wires and just having that little bit more freedom. So that's always a good thing. Of course, this game is obviously different to what maybe some people thought about when they thought about this. As you guys saw in the gameplay, you're not actually moving. You're actually staying in a box. And if you actually move out of that box, the game starts taking damage against you. Like, the game will just auto do damage to you because it knows you're outside the box. So you can't get out of the box regardless. So this is obviously not a game you're going to be moving around a lot. This is literally about attacking and blocking, using those projectiles to throw the projectiles that each of your class has, and knowing when to stay back and energize yourself, and knowing when to go forward, and parrying and blocking those attacks and then going for those attacks. So a lot of give or take, and a lot of figuring out what your opponent's going to do, taking those guesses and getting accustomed to your actual class. but it's not going to be one of those games where you're just straight up trying to attack each other at the same time. This is obviously not a dueling game where when you're blocking, you're just blocking. When you're attacking, you're just attacking. So it's not like those other dueling games where you're just, straight up just sword fighting, and if the person misses you, then you're actually attacking them. No, you're literally just on the defense or literally on the attack. So that's obviously something that people may not know about this game, but something to be aware of, as you guys saw in the gameplay overview. I like it a lot because it adds a lot more strategic gameplay of, when you're defending, you're just worried about defending. You don't have to worry about attacking, because obviously if it wasn't that way, what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to be like, all right, well, all I'm going to do is attack, because that's the nature. People just want to attack and do damage. Well, and they're never actually going to block, and it's going to lead to a very different game. So in this one, the strategy is much more involved, because now when you're blocking, you're just straight up blocking. When you're attacking, you're straight up attacking. And you can use those projectiles when people are energizing themselves up to throw those projectiles at people and catch them off guard, because when you're energizing yourself, you do leave yourself more to be more vulnerable and get higher attack values against you. So there's just a lot of depth and a lot of strategy into such a simple concept in this game. And I think that did the dueling aspect right. I think this is my favorite dueling game I played so far in VR. And I can't wait to explore this game online with other people and see what everyone else thinks, and just go hand to hand and duel some people online. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you guys have any questions about anything you guys have seen here today, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.
Tech, Gaming Techie is the gaming tech. Gaming Techie, gaming tech. Eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a recce is the gaming